So, here's how I record my cassette tapes from CDs. First step in the chain is this thing. You can see a combo unit, CD, DVD, VHS, recorder. Well, it's an all-in-one, and it actually does everything pretty good. So, this is the first link in the chain. As you can see right there, there's the menu with the tracks on my TV. Now, the digital to analog converter in this thing isn't worth shit. So, I have a Toslink cable, optical cable, running up to my mini disc deck, which actually has a DAC mode, digital to analog converter mode. If you press record on it with the digital source selected but no disc inside, so as you can see, it is just doing digital to analog conversion right now. Now the analog output, line level output from this deck goes into my amp, the preamp part of it, which is the source selector. Oh, sorry. First it goes into this little source selector that I made, so I could plug in 3 sources into one. This is all shielded, even if it doesn't look like it. It is shielded, and yeah, there's no crosstalk between anything. The switch from it came from a vintage Pioneer amplifier, so no signal leakage right there. Then it goes into my amp right here, the preamp part, source selector, which is selected, as you can see, auxiliary input, compact disc. Now that goes into my equalizer, which is completely disabled when I'm recording tapes. It is completely disabled. I set it to flat right there. That's the button for flat, and I push the effect control, which has a little LED right there, which indicates if it is on or off. I press that, I disable that, and this thing just acts as, I don't know what this is called. I think it is a spectrum analyzer or something. Well, it just monitors the audio. It just acts as a pass-through. It does nothing to the signal. Then it goes back into the amp, of course, and it gets divided. So one signal goes to the amplifier itself, to the power amplifier, and the other one goes to the tape output. As you can see, this is the signal path. This equalizer also have completely flat. So as you can see, it goes into the record. The record light on this thing isn't on. Why? Because this amp isn't designed to work with discrete components. It was designed to work with its own proprietary components, but I just made out a breakout cable so I could use it with different components. Now, signal that goes out of this goes finally into my tape deck, which has its volume control right here, input volume control. And as you can see, I am not soaking this tape very much. Ignore this meter. This meter is off. This is a real sound level. I am not soaking this tape because this has been recorded a couple of times. You can't see it really well because this phone isn't really good in bad lighting conditions, but that in there is a Sony UX from 1997, 1998, I think. Pretty cool looking cassette, decent sounding cassette. So I have selected a chrome tape, of course, in there, and no Dolby. The Dolby on this deck is horrible. Now we have the output level, which just changes the output for the headphone jack on it and the line output. And right now what I am recording is the Chaos Flying Squadron soundtrack. Which is an awesome soundtrack from an awesome game. Check it out, play it. If you don't have a Sega CD, or well, Mega CD, if you don't have a Mega CD, well, if you have a Mega CD, go download it and burn it and play it right now. It is one of the best games on the system. If you have a lot of money, you could buy it too, but it is pretty rare, and I've seen copies of it going for well over $100. So yeah, if you have a Mega CD, go burn it right now. If you don't have a Mega CD, go grab an emulator and go play it right now. It is an awesome game, and it has the best soundtrack ever, in my opinion. So go play it. So that's how I record my tapes and a rant about Chaos Flying Squadron. Thanks for watching.